Hello my friends, and welcome to ACCA Management Accounting, or MA for short. Now, management accounting, before we get into any of the studies, we probably need to have a little think about what this actually means. Management accounting is not the same as financial accounting. Financial accounting is where we're preparing financial statements for external users of the information, shareholders, future investors, for example. Management accounts are prepared for internal use, and they provide information about how much products cost and activities cost, and they also about budgeting and forecasting. It's trying to think about how we're going to perform in the foreseeable future. Now, the paper itself is made up of two sections. It is a 2-hour paper, first of all, and it's going to be computer-based assessment. Questions will test all parts of the syllabus, so you need to be familiar with everything. Don't try and pick and choose or cherry pick your favourite parts. You'll also find that the questions themselves will include a selection of numerical as well as wordy or discursive questions. So they're going to be numerical and they could be discursive. Now, in terms of how the paper's set up, as I said, there are two sections, imaginatively called Section A and Section B. Section A is made up of 35 questions that are worth 2 marks each, and therefore is 70% of the paper. These 35 questions are what we call short form questions. They are objective testing. Now, this can involve multiple choice questions, which I've just called MQ here. But an MCQ question, a multiple choice question, is where you are asked a question and you have to select the correct answer from one of 4. We could also have what we call multi-response. Multi-response is where you might have to choose 2 out of 5 statements that are correct, or 3 out of 6 statements that are correct, or to select all that apply. You can also have what we call multi-response matching, where you are given a series of questions and solutions in boxes, and you've got to match the correct answer with the question. And you can also have something called number entry. Now, you might have seen these called gap fill or fill in the blank, where you're given a box and you're asked to attribute a value to that particular question. They can be any number of these different types of questions. Section B is made up of 3 questions worth 10 marks each. So in total, we're looking at 30% of the paper. And these are what we call multitask. They are generally a selection of multiple choice questions and also number entry. Now, these are specifically on budgeting, which we're going to talk about shortly, what we call standard costing, and also performance management, judging how well a business is doing compared to particular benchmarks, for example. Now, it's probably worth you having a look at the ACCA website. And the ACCA website will tell you a little bit more information about the management accounting paper. It will also give you some hints and tips that you might find useful. Now, what you will need to be aware of, and I'm just going to point this out to you now, is that in exam questions, you will be given a formula sheet. It's at the front of your study text, And it's worth just making sure that as you run through the various chapters, you understand the type of information that you are given in the exam to make your life easy. Here's the formula sheet and a copy of it. This isn't going to mean very much to you at this stage, I can appreciate that, but just be aware that you are given those formulae. We also have something called a present value table. We have an annuity table, and we have a standard normal distribution table. And this information here you will find useful as we go through the course. So I said you'll find that at the start of your text, and it's worth making sure that you can identify where that is now. Now, how are we going to approach this course? Well, there's quite a lot in terms of variety of topics for management accounting. As I said before, there will be a mix of numerical and discursive points. And what's important is to make sure that during the tuition phase, you understand what's going on. So we're going to work through each chapter. We might not necessarily cover the entire chapter, and there might be elements of it that I will leave you to read, but we will certainly make sure that we understand what each topic is about. And what I want you to do is to make sure that at the end of this learning phase, you understand all the basic principles. Now, in each chapter, there are some examples of practice questions. We call these test your understandings. The answers you will find at the end of each chapter. Once we've been through each chapter, it's worth you practicing those questions to make sure that you're happy with them. So, I shall leave you to have a little look through the introduction section of your text to get some more background information, and I look forward to starting the learning phase studies with you soon. Bye for now.